As we talking about guard cards, I
Yeah.
just want to get on the topic.
Yeah.
You know, DJ Envy been going back and forth with Rick Ross
Uh-huh.
about being the CO and all that.
Yeah.
How you feel about that? Cause he said like his big homies wanted him to be a CO.
Can I say something about
Yeah,
that?
say something. Then I'm gonna
Because
ask.
it's funny that you brought him up because I just recently interviewed Freeway Rick.
Okay.
So with him being a guard, the
real Rick Ross.
the real Rick Ross.
No
The,
disrespect to the rapper, but
the,
real Rick
well,
Ross.
a little bit because the
I mean,
fact
he
of the
know where
matter
he
is,
got his name from.
he
Ain't no
was he
disrespect.
was a correctional officer, and if he was doing some little dirty shit on the side, that just makes you a dirty cop. That don't make you a gangster, my
Right.
G. And then he went from being the correctional officer, being
Yeah.
around real motherfuckers
Yeah.
that did some real shit, to embodying a West Coast legend. He couldn't call himself his own.
You're right.
Like, you're you.
Yeah.
You're you. I'm me. You're you. How come he
He
had
said,
a...
I know Noriega, the real Noriega. That you was probably a CEO bringing him some,
Yeah.
plugging him or something.
But
Because
then
he could have played
but
that and been
I'ma
like, I was a
stop
cool
you right
CEO.
there. I'm gonna stop you right there because we just found out in a new interview. He said, what did he say? He said, oh, he barely made it through training. He was in training.
So
He
he
had
just
a
had the
picture,
outfit
the
on.
whole, on,
So he
yeah,
just
he
had
had
the
the whole
outfit on.
uniform.
All I'm saying is that's a whole facade. That is legitimately a whole facade. Now he is rich and he is very successful and more power to him
Yeah.
with that being said. But his whole image is capped.
Right, and reason why I say no disrespect, it's not because it was disrespectful to Rick, because I know Rick Ross. I know the real Freeway,
Yeah, yeah.
but in respect to Freeway, it's
Of
just
course.
that the point of starting shit that's like so old now is at the point we was on that years ago. But you're right. What you're saying is absolutely right. Vlad called me years ago and was like, Vlad was a little scared because they had whooped him. So he called me and I took him to the hood. Took him with me this 10 plus years ago and I took him around. He was like, man, I just need to be safe. I'm like, homie, you gonna be with me and my homies. Rick Ross and his homies ain't thinking about
Yeah,
none of that, bro.
Rick
Like,
Ross had punched him, right?
yeah, that's why he was scared. He had gunplay in him, I think, had whooped him before. So he came out here and was like, needed some cover. So it wasn't like I was trying to be in it, but I was like, homie, when you with us, you with us. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna hang out. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Vlad, DJ
Man,
Vlad.
let's get into it. Let's get into it, man. Hey, man, things continue to look down for Tory Lanez following his conviction in the 2021 shooting case of Megan Thee Stallion. Per a new motion filed on Tuesday, prosecutors in the case are now seeking more prison time for Tory, citing three. Why you do that?
That's fucked up.
I hate when that shit happens.
Why you do that, man?
up.
Where am I at?
3 new aggravating factors.
3 new aggravating factors. The prosecutor team believes Tory deserves more prison time because one, Lane's what's that? Callousness and the great bodily harm he caused to Megan Thee Stallion. Number 2, he used a use of semi-automatic firearm. Number 3, Megan's vulnerability as a victim. Let's talk about it.
Man, I'm still unclear exactly what happened. So did he shoot the girl or not?
It's the story. Both stories are so good, I can't tell.
And did he accidentally shoot her?
Yeah.
Or was he like, dance, bitch, dance?
Listen, mommy,
I'm confused.
It's all possible.
I ain't gonna be lying. That case was the worst case. Other than this YSL shit, that shit right there was a fucking circus, clown show. I think it should have been a mistrial.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Nothing was fair about that shit,
At all.
and nothing was credible.
And to me,
who
on
the
top
fuck
of
was
this-
credible in there?
Yeah.
Nobody was credible.
And on top of this, how you gonna get convicted of something and get charged, and now you gonna say you deserve more time?
Bro.
You didn't already hit the gavel, right?
You heard what
It's
they trying
done.
to give him, right?
I don't think they could
What
do
they
that.
talking about?
20 years, something
20
like
plus years.
Oh,
They
come
said they
on, man.
pushing.
Come on,
They
man.
said they pushing for him. I ain't
Come
gonna
on,
lie.
man.
They trying to make an example out this man.
Bro, they are. I seen somebody kill a dude. Well, I seen it online. I don't know if y'all seen it. He was walking down past a bar. He seen a brother out. A light-skinned brother fired on another light-skinned brother. Just mind his business. He took off on a bank. Dude fell and died. They gave him 7 years.
I was going to say, they're trying to give this fool 20. I know people that get off on like a murder with the second degree, like
know.
involuntary manslaughter, they get 5.
I mean, that's making an example of him. That's exactly what Rockstar said. That's
horrible.
exactly it. It's
I don't
fucked
think
up.
that it happened in Los Angeles. I don't think he's going to get 20.
Yeah, that ain't right.
Yeah, 20 is excessive.
20 in LA? Nah, he going to do 3.
Come on, homie. Like, he don't deserve he don't deserve that, though. He don't
I don't
deserve
think he
that.
gonna do 3, bro.
I'm being
They
hopeful
push,
for the
they
boy.
pushing for 10, bro. Like I think the minimum is
crazy.
9. I
10.
think the minimum is 9 or 10.
That should give me the
Bro,
chills.
bro,
90
this my
fucking
thing.
years.
Like, I know the after fact, but what was Tory? Where's the people around these people? You know, I look at certain people who got tattoos. Where was your homie at when you got that tattoo?
Bro, these people got bad PR teams, baddest bitch. Whoever the fuck, I don't care how rich,
crazy.
how famous these people be, these niggas be stupid.
Bro, who's
dumb.
gonna let you pull a strap out on Meg when we in LA somewhere and play with the gun?
Really
Were
at
they in the
same
car with a
time-
guard, right? With someone security or some shit?
Really, at the same time, that's like I can't control a person. At the same time, if I'm your management, like you gonna still do what you do, but I'm gonna guide you and steer you in the best direction possible.
But Rockstar, me and you and Tory Lanez out, you as manager, and there's some females that he yank out the strap. First thing
I'm
off top, we
tripping
like,
on
man,
it.
what? We grabbing the gun?
Yeah,
Homie, what is you?
chill the fuck
like,
out.
I've been in cars
What
with
is you
people when
doing?
we've been on missions years ago, and things have went off, and people's fingers have been shot,
All
homies been
kinds of
shot
stupid shit.
because shit is going on when you're not having gun safety. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like, we don't teach gun safety in the hood.
I have a homie that died off
you're right.
some errors in the field. You know what I'm saying?
Homie. Like, so I think for Tory it's unfortunate. I think that Meg is pushing a whole nother agenda too. Meg,
Yeah.
you about that life, so you should really stall him out to a degree.
No, for
You know what I mean? Like, I can see if he shot you in the wit in your spine and paralyzed you or something. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, she got some shrapnel on her big toe or some shit.
But poor Tory, I don't know
was
if
twerking the
it's
next
the
day.
little man's if it's the little man syndrome or what it was, but to pull out that strap like that and be playing in any event, you're
Yeah.
doing way too much.
Yeah, for
Don't
sure.
expose your strap, bro, not unless I ask you to see it or we somewhere and you putting it up or it's time to get cracking. I don't want to see your strap. I don't.
I don't
wanna see it.
condone none of this shit, but if you gonna shoot her, might as well just slap her or something. You get
That
way
part,
less
that
for
part,
slapping her.
That part, that part right there, that part.
That ass,
and
though.
you got to think,
But
what did
she's
she
too
tell
big.
him?
She bigger than him.
Yeah, she is.
You know what I'm saying? But really, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he shot her, bro.
I don't think so
I don't
either.
think he shot her. I think they played this game. You know, at the end of the day, we got to put it on him to make us look good.
So who you
You
think
know,
had
in my
it in
opinion.
their hand? The homegirl?
Man, it was proven that the bitch shot
Oh,
the
wow.
bitch. It was a bitch on bitch.
Oh.
And she was
They don't
jealous
want to say
about
that.
Tory fucking
And my
somebody
thing
else or
is,
something.
she had full thing to come in there and lie. She could have, if you lied that much, I would have said I shot the bitch.
Yeah.
And it would have been over.
Yeah.
If you really didn't want Tory to go to jail.
But didn't they ask that nigga if he paid for Shorty lawyer? And he was like, I don't recall or something like
No,
that.
she said I don't recall.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was bullshit.
Throw the whole
I'm
case
telling you,
away.
it
Throw
was
that shit
bro,
out.
it was ugly. I'm talking
that's
about
ugly.
it was a
Super ugly.
circus. I'm talking about it was shit that I ain't never seen. Like you don't even see in movies. You
Oh,
would thought it
throw
was
the-
a movie.
Throw the whole case
Right.
away.
Ah, that shit
Do
was
it
terrible,
over.
bro.
Right.
Yeah, they often look. They demanding a hefty sentence from Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
Feel me? Like I said, they offer like
That ain't
they saying
cool.
he can get 22 years and 8 months
That
in
ain't
prison.
cool. I don't know how Meg would even be happy about that. Like just as a female, you know, somebody do something to you, you know what I'm saying? I seen the dude the other day come in and somebody stole his bike. I don't know if y'all saw it, it went viral, and dude came in the shop and he said, man, whose bike is that out there? He said, who's driving this bike? That's my bike. And dude's like, man, I bought it for $10 to go back and forth for work. He said, he took all the aggression out of his voice. What? Damn, man. He said, I'm gonna let you keep it, man. I'm gonna work on a bike for you. Cause you're going to work. You could just see the aggression. He's
Yeah.
ready to whoop him.
Yeah.
And he felt for him. You know what I mean? So I think the human side, Meg part of her gotta be like, do I hate this nigga that much? That I wanna see him get 20 years?
Hey, but what y'all think? Like, you know, I hate to bring this up, but it's always a factor. Race. What if this was white on white? Like, would
Yeah,
you think
definitely
they
be
be trying to
different.
hang Tory?
Nah.
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 hell no.
If his name was Corey Lanez, nah. You got to think you got people raping children who are getting what do you call it? What you call it?
Probation.
Probation. Getting probation as raping children that are
That's
white
disgusting.
men that have raped multiple times, melanated women too, that are getting away with this shit who need to be knocked down. But I'm just saying, it's who you know.
In this
Who you
state?
connect to? Nah. Somewhere else.
Yeah, in
Somewhere
this
else.
state?
In this state,
Yeah,
like,
it was
you can't
somewhere.
see it.
Yeah, it was somewhere. Nah, you know, California's too liberal. They're not gonna go for it. But other places that aren't as liberal with judges and people in the family, they're giving people breaks. But you got cops who did shit to people who've raped women in custody.
Facts.
Yeah.
And got light sentences. So you got to think, and it's not to switch the topics, but if you look at like the satanic shit that they're trying to teach in our schools, these are public schools. So what else do we expect? It's a public school, so we getting all outraged. This is the public schools that they set up, but I'm saying that you follow the money trail and find out whoever it is that's creating like the LGBTQ dancing in schools or the penis books, but the
what?
sex books. Yeah, they got sex books now
They got
in
penis
elementary
books in school now?
going around that's
Not
talking
in my
about
kids'
sex and
elementary.
everything. Yeah.
Let me find out.
So
Yeah, that's
yesterday,
my nephew's school. What the hell?
Let me find out.
So yesterday I was at the food community talking to some activist dude. He does cool shit for the community, but
Goddamn
he
dick books.
he be pushing the LGBTQ stuff, which is whatever.
Is he
right?
homosexual?
No, he's not. But his girl or
So
whatever
tell
is
him
bi
mind
or
his
something.
business.
I don't
Yeah,
fucking
that's
know. Whatever.
interesting, yeah.
So what I'm saying though is they were saying I was like, aren't they pushing that agenda in the school? Like, how do you feel about them pushing that transgender agenda in the school and the whole
Yeah.
gay shit and all that? No offense to the gay community, by the way. But basically, he was like, nah, they're not. And I was like, dog, I've gone into a school to recently register my kid, and I see fucking the little
rainbow
poster shit.
Yeah, all the shit.
And I'm like, what are we talking about? So like you're saying, they are, in fact, having like the little sex, little weird book shit.
Yes, it's in there. It's like, and you see parents doing it.
That's inappropriate.
I saw
as
a
fuck.
drag queen the other day, and I almost reposted it, but just the fact he was dressed as a woman is hard for me to support it. But what he said was the realest shit I heard. He said, man, first of all, us twerking and dancing and stuff in front of kids, he said, ain't none of what we do for kids. We do sex, drugs, alcohol, we dress like women, and it's a lot of promiscuity going on that has nothing to do with children. So I appreciated him taking a stance and say, hey, that's like if you a banger. We like, hey, look, man, we don't want no kids out today. Shit, we thinking about a different generation. It's, yeah, bring the kids out. It's dangerous as fuck. The hood hot because the homie did knock something down the night before. Everybody gonna tell everybody, hey, tell the kids stay inside right now. Let shit cool down a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like sexuality shouldn't even be explored.
At all.
Don't promote the straight shit. Don't
none
promote
of
the
that.
gay
You're right.
shit.
You're right.
Don't promote none of it.
You got to think too, like just think if we watching a movie, right, and you watch it with your kids or your mom, and an unnecessary heterosexual sex scene comes up. You like, certain sex scenes are they fit.
Like if they're kissing,
what the fuck
but
was
yeah,
all that
if
for?
we're watching Power and they just start smashing,
now Power's bending over a man
I turn
now.
my head every time.
Power's bending a man over
That's
now.
very
So,
true.
my
so
head
what I'm
every
saying
time.
is, let alone heterosexual sex, it like for the LGBTQ people getting upset at us, it's not just about your sex, it's about all sex that ain't appropriate at that moment. Like, I don't want your sex or my sex introduced to my child.
I remember when I was young and there was a chick on the screen, just titties alone.
That was a lot.
My mom was
that
like,
was
this
quite
to
a
me.
bit. Yeah, like turn around, look over
But
there.
we don't
see
feel
shit.
comfortable watching shit with your mom to this day. Some sex come on, you like, oh,
and
we
trip
gonna
on
start
this.
talking.
Same
You know what
shit.
I'm saying? Oh yeah, you know what happened last night. You know what I'm saying, mom?
That's a generational thing. I feel like everybody is from the generation that does that.
Yeah.
And we were
Facts.
talking about that same pushing the agenda shit in the cartoons now, and then we brought up like, well, I mean, what about when they doing a hetero little kissing scene, like with Cinderella or something?
They
Bugs
got
Bunny
the,
kissing Elmer Fudd when we
I
was
don't know, you
kids.
seen the Proud Family, the new Proud Family? They got a
watch that
gay
shit.
girl in
Oh, I ain't
it.
seen the new one
Yeah, I
yet.
try to, I got a 10-year-old and a
Yeah.
3-year, so
My baby 4 years old.
when I
so-
found out, I'm like, what? They got a, I'm like, why?
Yeah, that's how-
Like, I just don't.
That's how
It's crazy.
pushing the agenda way too hard. Power now, I make music for Power and for all these
Absolutely.
shows and shit. So I got
Yeah, you
music
hella
on there.
paid.
So yeah, I will get the checks. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking like one of the episodes. I'm like, I just got to turn my head, bro. I'm uncomfortable with seeing,
That's just crazy.
Like they got the son like doing, we can't even blame 50 because Stars brought it. Stars bought it. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I got a TV show called Sellies. I'm never going to sell it because I know as soon as I sell it,
Boom, it's gonna be some
It
other
ain't
shit.
yours.
it's about to be gay off top. So and it's no disrespect to the gay community. It's just about that doesn't support my brand for what I'm doing. I want to have a show that doesn't emasculate men. Straight up. I want to have a show that does not emasculate men and we can address topics, but we don't have to emasculate us in a public forum how I feel like it's happening these days. You know what I mean?
And like, I hope that this is the case because, like, you see when interracial relationships started happening,
Yeah.
you started seeing it more in movies and television.
Yeah.
Now that the gay shit is more acceptable, you starting to see it more in movies and television.
Sidney Poitier was the first one with a white woman on camera.
That's
Go
what
ahead.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
So look, if the gay shit is more, appropriate, for eyes to see, they gonna start trying to include it in movies and
They're
television.
going to push it
Yeah.
hard.
Did you say
this
more
agenda's
appropriate?
Deep.
Well, not more appropriate, but like just more fitted for society. Like niggas see it and they not all put off by it.
Okay,
Oh, you mean they're trying to desensitize us?
Acceptable.
Yes.
That's the word I'm looking for. It's more acceptable in society.
So how you feel about this, y'all? If the leprechaun or Lucky Charms all of a sudden had a dress on and was LGBTQ because it's rainbow Lucky Charms.
Is it the Halloween edition?
No,
Fuck
just
you
the
putting
regular
in the Lucky
version.
Charms now. I ain't that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but you gotta think it's already bad on the health side. Like we was talking about my brand Never Too Good to Be Healthy. I got a store coming out, which is educating, the community on things, but it's already bad enough that the Lucky Charms is horrible because the yellow 5 and the blue 7 and all that is killing you and giving our kids ADHD, giving us high blood pressure, everything else about what we eating. So on top of that, if you put the imagery on there, it's just going
fucking
too
you up
far
all
is
the
what
way
I'm
around.
saying.
Yep.
It's one thing to rep. That's like if we come from a neighborhood and everywhere we go, we got to plaster it everywhere we go. There's a certain discernment that you got to be like, this is me and this is who I am, but that's for me to know. Rockstar ain't got to go everywhere if we in Disneyland tell everybody, nigga, this West, nigga, this West, nigga. You ain't got it. It don't make no sense. That's just who part of who you are. I think they want to prove so hard. Like, and then what bothers me is when the LGBTQ says, well, this is like the civil rights movement. Like, no, it's totally different. It's totally different. I understand that you're trying to get your right, but y'all made it.
That's a
Y'all
little
done made it to
crazy.
the forefront. We still fighting for civil rights.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all done made it to the forefront. Y'all here.
Yeah, they flying flags and everything.
They ain't never had a rule that you couldn't vote
Right.
because niggas don't ask you.
Okay, Frank, if a racist, let's say a Ku Klux Klan or a white supremacist is on a hunt to kill black folks and they come on a couple, a white and black couple, when the white man's in the store and the black man's in the store and they not standing together, they gonna kill that black man. It don't matter nothing about you being homosexual and white. That black man gonna get it. You're not gonna get it. You know what I mean? So that light switch could get cut on and off. So moving forward, poor Tory though, man. We wish you well, Tory. You know what I'm saying?